Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Moonday Messages. Woo! How are you guys doing? When you're watching this, we just entered Scorpio season. We had a new moon in Libra a couple of days ago. How are your relationships? How are your friendships? How is the dynamic between you and other people in general? And how are you guys? It's a tumultuous time. It's very interesting. Um, Before we go into it, you know the deal. The signs that this message is for you are on the screen now. We have 333-999-777. We have butterflies. We have a Fiat car. We have Emirates. Maybe you're flying somewhere soon. Maybe you're seeing a commercial for it. We have an open fire. We have the word. I saw it, so I read it instead of hearing it. I saw destiny. And then the signs that this is for you are Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, and Gemini. Okay, so the sun is moving into gate 28. And this is the gate of the game player. It is located in the spleen, so it's very about intuition, instincts, but also your fears, immune system tendency as well. This is the energy about taking a risk, about challenge, about the meaning of life's struggles, like trying to figure out the meaning of life's struggles, trying to understand why this needed to happen the way it needed to happen, because this is then what led you to understand this about yourself, or this about the person, or this about your business, or this about the situation, for you to rewire things, for you to change things. It is very much about life struggles, but also seeing them more as opportunities for growth and discovery, allowing yourself to be stretched by life's struggles into the new version of yourself that can hold more of that and is more aligned with the embodiment of the version that you're trying to become, that already lives the life that you're trying to live. It is about finding your purpose and fulfillment, and it often leads to risk-taking and confronting your fears, confronting you to be tested in your strength, in how you resolve things, in your commitment to your life's path. So when you're struggling right now, when you are seeing this, then this message is definitely trying to tell you that this struggle is going to lead you to something bigger, which is usually the case of life struggles. There's usually something that rewires you into seeing things differently, or you're sacrificing something and then something better comes in. So that is just like an inevitable thing of life, an inevitable thing that we have to experience, because life is going up and down, right? But it is for a reason. Every time you are down, the only way is up, right? And every time you're up, the only way is down. Not necessarily like that thing that you created or that you received is being taken away, but like there's going to be an ebb and flow of emotions between things, between life phases, right? So if you're in this phase right now, just know that it's going to be better. Just know that it is intentional to stretch you into the version that you want to become. If you want help with navigating that, my offerings are open, my books are open: human design reading, psychic reading, coaching. This is always an indicator that the thing that you're manifesting is on its way. It's already happening, but you have to be stretched into the frequency of that manifestation. So you have to learn a lesson, and you only learn lessons when you're out of your comfort zone, and that usually entails some kind of struggle in life. Okay, what came through when I was channeling was that you should please craft, paint, dance, sing, be creative. This is what is going to help you to counter react towards that low energy of like feeling struggles and like not knowing what is happening. But when you craft, when you sing, when you dance, when you paint, when you are creative in whatever way, this is bringing out your inner child, and this is going to be a powerful energy working towards the uncertainty, working towards the things that are unclear, working towards the things that like cause you that quote unquote negative feeling about the struggle that you are dealing with. Because the purest form of who we are is authenticity, and therefore us being the creator that we are intended to be. So creating something, okay? Whatever that is of it, just do it for the sake of it. It is going to help you to counter that negative energy, okay? I want you to get into third eye opening manifestations, third eye opening meditations. I feel like that for a few of you, there are like a few downloads like around you. And maybe you heard it through another person already, or maybe you heard it in a dream, or it came up for yourself, but you're not really allowing, or you're not really believing it. You think, oh, that was just a random thought, or that was just a random thing that that person is saying. I want you to do a third eye opening meditation. You can look it up on YouTube. To allow yourself to receive these messages for what they are. That they're, maybe you're establishing a sensation that coincides with the message that is coming in. Maybe like a tingling that you just feel here, or you just feel a buzzing here, or whatever, when like there's actually a message coming in, so that you know that that is a message. It's also very much a splenic center energy, because listening to your intuition and to your instincts is what's going to lead you to your blessings, whereas listening to your fears is you working out of your ego and not your higher self, and not using your third eye, and therefore keeping you stuck. So being able to decipher that and learn that, which is also something that I teach if you're interested in that. But starting with a meditation like this might be a beautiful start to get into this journey of learning this. Then I heard, trust the disruption of life, because it is serving you as a redirection. I just saw 0707 on the recording while I said that. Trust the disruption of your life. I feel like I just heard, now some of you got off your path, and that's why the things are not working out at the moment, because life is trying to redirect you. Life is trying to like show you, no, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. The thing that you're running from, the thing that you're scared of, the thing that you think you're not good enough for, that's the actual thing. And then I heard aging like fine wine. So that might be you. We know that is definitely me. But it might also just be something that you hear. You watch a series or a movie, or you read it in a book, or you overhear someone saying it. Pay attention when you hear that. I feel like this is happening in a moment, in a scenario where you're like, oh, okay, I need to pay attention to that person that I'm with, or to that thought that I just had, or to that idea that I just had, or whatever it is, okay? When you hear that, it wants to grab your attention for a reason. Okay, what is the Oracle deck saying to all of this? What is it that we need to know, Spirit? What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know right now? All of them together? Yep. I'm getting a lot of the same cards in a lot of the messages of the day, and then now here again. So it's very interesting. It's been like an over extended message here. I feel like it's been coming through in the same way for a while now, or in a similar way for a while now. Yes, we like that card. Okay, so the first card that came out is patience, and then we have mountains, then we have end of a cycle, light codes, and manifester, blueprint, sounding board, abundance, and on the bottom of the deck we have inner knowing. So there's a little bit more patience that you need to have when it comes to you fully stepping into your blueprint, your purpose, what you're meant to be doing. In order to get there, there's a conversation that you need to have, and we have sounding board right under this card. So it is definitely a conversation that is not necessarily birthed out of a fight or something negative, or it's not about you needing to set a boundary. It's you needing to have clarity about some things. That's why you need to have a sounding board, someone that you can trust, someone that you can bounce ideas back and forth, and not someone that is giving you their advice based on what they would do, but someone that is capable of, based on knowing you very well, capable of asking you the exact right questions for you to get to the answer, the understanding yourself. Okay, you need a sounding board. Then we have end of a cycle, light codes, and manifester. And then on the under that is abundance. So what leads to your abundance, what leads to the next level where you are starting to embody the blueprint, you need to let go of not trusting the codes that are coming in. The manifester is, yes, one of the energy types in human design, but I also read it as the magician card in tarot. So like, you are very much the magician. You are that bitch. You are that person. You are meant to do the thing that you are manifesting for yourself. The reason why you can't stop thinking about this and this coming up over and over and over again is because a future version of you already has it. How do you become that version? By starting to embody the things that that version does, taking the action steps that version would take. Okay, so you need to stop doubting your power. You are very much getting downloads. You are the magician. You are very much getting guidance from your team. You have to stop. You have to stop doubting it, because this is what is blocking your abundance. And then on the bottom of the deck we have the inner knowing. That's exactly what it is, which is the spleen center energy, the inner knowing. So we talked about the gate 28, which is in the splenic center. So it's a very beautiful, clear message here. You have to have a little bit more patience, because there's still something that you're working through, and you will only get there if you have that conversation. Who are you trusting? Who can you, and if there's someone, or maybe you need someone that can be that sounding board for you in a professional way. You know who to call, you know. I have like so many clients that have very much clarity about like what they want to do, where they want to end up. They just don't know how to get there, and that's what I help them with. I also help people that have no idea about their purpose, not understanding yet what it is that they are here to do. I also help you finding out that. So that's different sessions, right? But even if you have clarity and you just can't, or like enough clarity of knowing what you want, and you just don't understand how to get there and take the action steps, and maybe you even know how to get there but you just can't get yourself to do it, all of that, I'm here for you. Okay, but at the end of the day, you have to have that clarity being projected back to you, and learning and understanding, rewiring your brain, which again I also do in my coaching with my hypnotherapy recordings, to get rid of that doubt that is keeping you stuck, that makes you believe that you are not capable of doing that, that you are not, that you can't trust your own guidance, that what you are hearing, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're dreaming about, what comes through when you are in flow mode. Okay, you're literally blocking your abundance by not allowing yourself to step into your purpose, to step into your blueprint, to do what you need to be doing. Let's rewire that together. Have capacity, reach out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. You know the deal. Comment, like, subscribe, send it to other people. I'm showing up for you every day. This is a very easy way for you to pay me back if you don't want to pay in dollars or euros or rupiah or whatever. That's a really easy way to still support me, help me grow this channel. Okay, I appreciate you guys, and I see you next week or on Instagram tomorrow.